What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, it's Thanksgiving Eve, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I'm an immigrant to America. I have a lot to be thankful for. Not the least of it is that I live here. This country's awesome. Where so long as you don't let your past dictate your future, sky's the limit on what you could do here. So that's how we use Thanksgiving for my family. We just give thanks. So, oh yeah, I got the backhoe off, and check it out, guys. I spray painted these jaws, trying to keep the rust off of them. I think it looks pretty bitchin'. What do you guys think? So check it out. There's my mower deck for the Massey, and that's where it's sat all season this year. I haven't used it even one time ever since I got the Bradley. So I want to make a quick video about mower decks with subcompact tractors. Namely, if you're in the market for a scut, subcompact utility tractor, should you get one of these mid-mount mower decks? Your humble narrator will give you his opinion on that, and my opinion is, well, it depends, guys. There's positives and there's negatives to it. So, well, let me just start off with the quick positives. Number one, you just have one machine to maintain, as opposed to having to do multiple oil changes and belts and blah blah blah. You're just dealing with one machine. And I know for a lot of guys, that's a big plus. Less room to store these machines, less maintenance to do, less just headaches all around. So, that's number one. Number two, most tractors, the utility tractors, are diesel engines, and they're a lot more fuel efficient than a gasser, especially right now, currently with the gas prices. And I know the diesel prices are crazy too, but the gas prices are crazy, and diesel engines are way more fuel efficient. So, mowing for 3 hours with a diesel tractor compared to a gas engine tractor, you're going to save quite a bit of money. So that's number two. Number three is, well, this sucker is heavy. This particular deck, this is the 60-inch drive-over deck. That's 300 pounds. And guys, that's 300 pounds of ballast on your tractor. Now, I could tell you, having that deck on, when, for instance, when working with a backhoe, if I don't have I've seen it myself, if I didn't have the mower deck on, sometimes I'm working with this backhoe and the tractor is just being spanked all over the place. 300 pounds definitely adds the weight, and it adds it where you want it, which is right on the center line of the tractor on the bottom. The second big benefit of that is, because it's in the center of the tractor and on the bottom, what you're doing is you're lowering your center of gravity, which is a big plus. Especially, my land here, it's all sloped up there, and depending on what I'm doing, sometimes it can get a little hairy there, when you're moving stuff around with your loader, or, messing with the backhoe and whatnot. Forrest, please, I'm talking here. Rude geese. Anyway, so yeah, having that center of gravity lowered really, stabilizes it. And I realize some guys throw on, wheel spacers to help with that. That's cool and all, but having this as both ballast and also lowering your center of gravity really helps in that regard. All right, guys. Last benefit that I'd like to speak of is the capabilities of a mower like this. Well, this is a PTO driven mower, so it is powerful. It's not going to bog down like a belt driven mower would. Really, nothing stops this thing, and you could use this as a bush hog. And ask me how I know, and the answer is because I have. Especially with these thick blades, these are 1/4-inch blades, it will just chew through it all. And the way the deck is designed, as you see, it only has the baffles in the front here, and the whole back is just one main channel. There's no baffles here. So it's really designed to just chew it up and spit it out. This is just basically an injection port. It will, whatever you'll pick up there, I don't care, sticks, you know, cattails, which I use this on, it will chew through all that and it'll spit it right out. You know, it's awesome in that regard. Here's a drawback to this deck. That's all it's going to do. And now let's talk about the drawbacks to getting a mid-mount mower deck, specifically with the Massey. This mower deck will not mulch for two reasons. First of all, these blades are like OEM size, and it's the axles there are like, there's like a star pattern in there. So I have not found any other blades that will fit this mower deck other than these Massey blades. And believe me, I was trying to find like a mulching, like a gator type blade that will get on there. And you know, other guys, I know other guys have looked into that. You know, I was on Tractor by Net discussing that for years, and like no one is able to find that. But however, even if you were to find mulching blades, this deck will not mulch. Actually, you don't even have an OEM chute blocker for this deck, but even if you were to fabric cobble something like that and block it off, right? Block it off, and you have mulching blades on, there's no rear baffles. There's no real baffles here. Usually, like for instance on the Bradley, you've got this kind of doodad here. This baffle goes all the way around like that, partially, right? And then it's designed to just spit the grass clippings this way, right? But when you block off the chute, it creates an effective barrier there for the leaf, so it stays under the blades longer to chop all that kind of stuff up. Here, that's not going to happen. So even if you have mulching blades, all it's going to do is just mulch one time, toss it over right here, and then it's all going to get stopped with a chute blocker, and it will just become a hot mess right here. So really, drawback number one, you will not mulch with this deck. Drawback number two, the benefit that makes it as far as the ballast is the drawback when it comes to mowing. Now, subcompact tractors are something like 1,400 pounds. This is another 300 pounds or so. That's 1,700 pounds of weight that you're putting on your lawn every week when mowing. Now that's compacting your soil, compacting your lawn. Your lawn hates that stuff. So you have to be really careful how you mow. You have to constantly alter your patterns, which is probably a good idea every time anyway. But BJ, stop. These damn geese, man, they're so loud. So that's drawback number one. Drawback number two, guys, like I realize the backhoe and the loader, they're quick detach and whatnot, but you really need to detach them every time you mow, including the loader. Now, I realize that some guys will say, well, yeah, but you could dismount it pretty fast. Well, not that fast, guys. You still have to work at it. You know, you still have to disconnect the hoses, clean up the connectors from the oil there, put the caps on, all that kind of stuff, reattach all the stuff afterwards. So it's a hassle. And I tried mowing with the, backhoe. I usually have the backhoe off anyway. I tried mowing with the loader on. I tried mowing with the loader on, but the bucket off. If you have the loader on, it's still going to suck. The steering is going to be crappy. When mowing, it's just not going to be as nimble as having a dedicated mower or even the Massey mower with the loader off. So you do have to take that stuff off every time you mow. So that's drawback number two. Drawback number three, this mower deck is like $2,500 to $3,000, right? For that amount of money, you could buy yourself a garden tractor with a mower that's going to be way more comfortable to mow with, and you don't have to do all that stuff, dismounting, the implements and whatnot. Or spend a little bit more. For instance, my Bradley was like, I think $5,000 or something out the door. I understand it was a good deal. I think they're a lot more expensive now. especially with the supply shortages and whatnot that we've been experiencing. However, I could run circles around this Massey or even a garden tractor with that zero-turn mower, and it's a lot more fun too. So there you go, guys. Here's your benefits. Here's your drawbacks. That's my opinion on it. And we're going to wrap it up here. Again, happy Thanksgiving and have a good one. Bye.